welcome back to your channel. If you're new here, I'm Ty Jones. I'm an airline pilot bringing you honest experiences, reviews, training tips that'll help you aviate, navigate, and communicate. Now, although there was some truth to the intro, however, a typical day as an airline pilot, whether if you are on reserve or if you have a line, it's really not that bad. And if you've ever wondered what it's like to be an airline pilot for one day, let's find out.
Let's rewind here. All kidding aside, what I'll normally do is I'll wake up after hitting the snooze button about 15-20 times. Then I'll normally shower, shave, brush my teeth to start my day. Then I'll iron my uniform every morning, zip up my lovely tie before I fly high in the sky because I'm too lazy to tie a tie. Why? Because I'm Ty. And then I'll get my iPad to check the weather, the NOTAMs, my flight plan, and the release if I have it. Look at the fuel load, the alternates if any, and then I'll fill out my toll card ahead of time just in case the plane is late coming in, meaning we'll have to hurry to get out. The more I can get done now, the better I'm gonna feel. Packing up my clothes, hoping I don't forget anything, and be sure to do a last thorough walk around before you leave your hotel. You have no idea how many times I have left something behind and had to go to Amazon as a result to buy the item that I left behind. For the amount of things we buy, I swear, Amazon, we should get a discount or something. And for all those other airline pilots out there watching, what do you guys and gals normally do for your morning routine, should I dare ask? Be sure to share your morning rituals in the comments below. You know, sometimes it's nice to place bets on who will get randomed at the KCM. That's if you can find the KCM at an airport that you're not familiar with. For those of you who are wondering, KCM is short for Known Crew Member. It's a line that allows us pilots and other approved members such as flight attendants to bypass the long TSA lines at the airport. That is until you get randomly selected, and then that's when you have the honor and privilege to join everyone else at the TSA inspection line. Or alternatively, if you're going to be going to the airport to sit hot reserve, be prepared to sit in the crew room for 8 hours. Fun. Okay, now is the fun part. This is why some of us were on ramen noodle diets for years in order to be able to afford flight training, to be able to have the amazing privilege and responsibility to fly passengers to their destinations safely in the airlines. The first thing I'll do is a thorough pre-flight inspection of the exterior of the aircraft to make sure it's safe to fly before loading passengers. Now this is the part where I normally build my nest, in other words, put my headsets in, adjust my seat accordingly, get the weather, get the clearance, and do all the briefs that we have to do before we fly. While I take you up in the air, I wanted to tell you that a lot goes into making these videos, from filming, editing, upgrading equipment to keep up with today's YouTube demands. I want to keep this channel and community growing so that it can have an endless reach to anyone that can get value from these videos. Consider helping this channel grow by becoming a Patreon member. With it, you can get exclusive access to content only released on Patreon, such as videos of takeoff, landings, tips, suggestions, and answers to your questions that you ask me directly. No matter how much you decide to give, everyone gets the same supporter content for all tiers. You decide how much you want to give. As you've seen over the years, all funds go right back into this channel. Also, check out the free ground school training series for private, instrument, and commercial pilots on my YouTube channel. There's tons of free, helpful information from my teaching days as a flight instructor. This content has helped thousands of great pilots just like yourself, and it's absolutely free. So check them out and let me know how much it helped you. I'd love to read and comment to every single question posted. So be sure to comment, because if you don't, I can't give you any great information for free. Now as we're coming into the gate, I make sure the box is clear, making sure nothing's inside those red lines, and I also pay particular attention to see what technique the marshaller is using to marshal us in, because they're all different. And at this time, I'll get all my things wrapped up, do another post-flight of the aircraft to make sure we didn't sustain any damages on the way to our destination, and take some sightseeing photos as well. While I'm at it, why not? Heading back out of the gate, hopefully we can find our exit and hopefully not wait 45 minutes for our shuttle to arrive to pick us up and bring us back to the hotel. Hey, there's our shuttle. Now I will say, some of the hotels that they put us in, they are nice. Now I do my ritual every single time I enter a hotel room. Very first thing is what you want to do. You want to make sure that the water has pressure for your shower. Every single time. There's been so many hotels that I woke up in the morning and I couldn't take a shower because I had no shower pressure. So every single time I check, there it is, water pressure. And in the morning when I wake up, I always forget which way the elevator is at. So I always take off my shoe and I point it in the direction where the elevator is. I can't wait to read the comments about that one. Now before I get my Uber Eats, I'm always gonna make sure I got a microwave to heat my food and a refrigerator to cool off the food. And while I have some spare time, I might as well set up my equipment and start shooting some videos for you. And then I'll try to be a good FO for my captain by trying to be looking ahead, trying to be proactive by looking at the weather or anything like that. Any notice for the airport that I'm going to be going tomorrow for Airline Pilot Day 2.
Now that was just one typical day of being an airline pilot. You do have to be super flexible with your schedule, from planes being delayed, from thunderstorms, from maintenance, from world events, like when Microsoft shut down the other 2 weeks ago, was it? That was such a nightmare. Gosh. So be prepared to have changes to your schedule every time you put this uniform on. But most importantly, you keep learning and always have fun. I mean, this is a dream job. I'm Ty Jones.